to remind me to let you know we're going to use a block or a prop of some kind. You could use a small stool, a rolled up blanket or a meditation cushion. So you may gather that. So we're trying to experiment. I was talking to you last week about how Vata, change is a very Vata state. And Vata likes change, and also change exacerbates Vata. So for a few classes, we're going to repeat the same sequence that we did last week and see how it feels to do something that will become familiar rather than something new all the time. There is value to the new. The new can heighten your attention. And also in a case like this, I'm putting these classes out to all kinds of different people. So I want to provide opportunities that may work well for some people and change it up so that there is a variety, because there are a variety of you. But, however, now we're going to try sticking with this one particular practice. So, as I said, Vata, newness is, novelty is not necessarily bad, but we don't have to pander to it. So we're going to learn this routine and do it a few times. And my experience when I do a routine over and over again, which is normally how I approach my practice, is that it's always, something's always different, even if it's exactly the same sequence. So this is a time for you to feel something a little bit different. Perhaps. Interesting. We're going to feel something different by doing the same thing. So in this season of change and transformation, we need to slow down. How might you know if your Vata is up? Are you too busy? Are you running around? Are you distracted? Are you anxious? Can you not sleep well? Those would all be some signs of what we call Vata vitiation. So we're going to slow it down, keep it simple by doing the same routine a few times in a row, and see if that sense of repetition and groundedness will have a positive effect on your organism, so that you're not so overexcited, not so rajasic. We begin in Samastiti. Very important here to feel the feet against the floor. One of the most basic fixes for when you're feeling pulled in a lot of directions, or too busy, or you can't keep up, or anxious in any way, root down through your feet. Feel the floor underneath you. Feel the three corners of the feet, the ball of the big toe, the ball of the little toe, the very center of the heel. Relax your toes. Actually feel the sensation of your feet against the floor. Let your attention slowly lift up through the legs, through the pelvic girdle, up along the spine. Pause and relax your shoulders. Let your arms feel relaxed at your sides. And then continue to move your attention upwards to the top of the spine and then to the top of the head. Feel your reality for this time during this class contained within this container of the being, the body, the mind, the breath, all here. Begin by gently placing the right hand behind the back and lay it all the way across your lumbar spine if that works for your shoulder, or drop your hand down onto your sacrum if that's better. And actually feel the hand or the arm making contact with the back of the body. We are reminding ourselves where our body is, and also this area of the waist and sacrum is the seat of Vata, and we want to bring a sense of stability here. Lips are gently closed, gaze softly focused. With an inhale through the nose, float the left arm forward and up. Keep your balance under your feet as you exhale and fold down. That means please soften your knees rather than let your weight push back into your heels. We're going to stay down here and take a breath. Inhale slowly. Exhale completely, giving into gravity. Stay connected through your feet as you inhale. Stretch the left arm forward, open your chest, come all the way up to the top. And then exhale, bring your left arm down slowly as you can exhale. That's how slowly you bring the arm down. Or stay with the left arm. Inhale, raise the left arm forward and up. Keeping your even stance onto your feet as you exhale, bend down. Please soften the knees a little bit. We'll relax the neck and shoulders as we enter the forward bend. We're staying for 2 breaths. Have your left hand touch something, your leg, your hand, your foot, the floor. As you inhale, you're reaching your sit bones towards the ceiling. And exhale, pressing your navel up towards your spine. Relax the neck a little more. Take another breath. And after 2 breaths, we'll inhale and stretch the left arm forward. Feel your chest open. Feel the floor under the feet as you lift up. And move your left arm down slowly as you can breathe out. That's how slowly you move the arm. Last time. Inhale, bring the left arm forward. Now we're still on the same side. As you exhale, we bend down, staying evenly balanced under the feet, releasing into the forward bend. Touch something with your left hand and stay for 3 breaths. As you inhale, you can reach your sit bones towards the ceiling. Now to give you a little more length in the backs of the legs. As you exhale, pull your navel up towards your spine. Inhale again. Breathing and filling in your back. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. Relax the upper body even more. 1 more breath. Gaze is steady here. And then use your inhale. Float the left arm forward as you open your chest. Come all the way up to the top. Bring your left arm down slowly. Once that breath is complete and your arm is down, relax your breath. And then release your right arm to your side. And soften into Samastiti. See if you can remain still without wiggling or readjusting. Gaze soft and steady. Body at ease and stable. The floor underneath you. The attention in the body. The breath relaxed for a moment. If you feel the urge to move or adjust or change something, that's a Vata impulse coming up. You might need to obey the impulse, but before you do, pause, notice it, and make the decision. Let's place the left hand behind the back. Again, you can lay it flat across the lumbar if that works for your shoulder, or have the left hand down on the back of the sacrum. You're working with the right arm now. Keeping the gaze steady and the feet balanced. Inhale, raise the right arm forward and up. Draw the navel into the spine as you exhale and bend down. Keep your weight balanced. Try not to let your hips go behind you. Fold down, relax your neck and shoulder. Touch something with your right hand and stay for one breath. Keep even under your feet as you inhale and extend the right arm. Open your chest, lift all the way up to the top. Slowly bring your right arm down. Let your exhale be long and smooth, and the movement is accompanying that exhale. Second repetition. Inhale, take the right arm forward and up. Keeping the balance under the feet. Draw your belly button to your spine as you exhale and bend down. Soften the knees a little bit. Release into the forward bend. 2 breaths. If you want more stretch in your hamstrings, sit bones towards the ceiling. Then exhale, belly to spine, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Take another breath like that, please. Gaze should be steady on whatever point it's landing on. And then inhale, float forward with the right arm. Lift up to the top. And as you exhale, bring that right arm down slowly. One more repetition. Inhale, right arm forward and up. And draw the belly to the spine as you bend down. Touch something with the right hand. Fix your gaze. Stay for 3 breaths, please. After 3 breaths, use your inhale to come slowly up to the top. And your long, smooth exhale to lower the arm. Relax the breath. Release your left arm to your side with as little fussing and readjustment as possible. Find your samastiti. Breath, breathing itself. Feel yourself balanced on your feet. Now, how can you find a sense of being easeful, like there's some fluidity in this stable posture? You don't want to lock in. Soften, settle, continue to be aware of the balance of the feet. So you're very awake and aware inside the body, but not tense, not working too hard. I'm going to go into Parvati-Trikonasana, and this is the pose for which I'd like you to have a prop. If you can't get your palm flat down on the floor in the twisted triangle, have a prop, please. A little stool will be good, and depending on your own flexibility, you can adjust the block as necessary. A folded blanket will also do if that's high enough. What we want is to have our palm touching a surface. We'll begin by feeling the hands touching the outsides of the legs. Oh, and I want to mention this also. We're going to first twist in the upright position. When we twist in the upright position, it's not a twist as far as you can go. So I'm not trying to get way back and look behind me. What I want to do is maintain the integrity of the relationship in the upper body, keep the pelvis still, and turn just as much as I can without readjusting anything in the upper body, not twisting too hard, definitely keeping the pelvis still. So it's just going to be small, a couple degrees, and then we'll go down from there. Okay. Inhale, float the arms up to shoulder height, palms up. As you exhale, stay upright and turn just a little bit to the left, not too far. Keep your shoulder girdle in its same relationship. Then we'll stay in inhale here. Feel your feet against the floor, your pelvis is steady. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down to the block or the floor and the left hand behind the back. Look up at the ceiling and stay while you breathe in and stay while you breathe out. And use your inhale to come back up to the top. Turn just a little bit to the right, keep your pelvis still. Stay here and inhale. And exhale, the right hand behind the back, the left hand to the block or the floor. And stay for a breath. Feel your 2 feet and feel your hand. Then use your inhale to come to the top. And as you exhale, slowly bring your arms down to your sides. Now this block is a little too high for me, so if you need to adjust your prop, go ahead and do that. I'd like to have the arm straight and the palm flat, so see if you can find something that will allow you to do that. Inhale, float the arms out wide. Very small movement. Exhale, turn to the left just a little bit. Keep your pelvis still. Feel your right foot down on the floor. Stay here and breathe in. With the exhale, the left hand's going to come behind you and the right hand down, flat to the floor or the top. Turn your spine and stay for 2 breaths. Then with the inhale, we'll float up to the top. Exhale. Very small turn to the right so the arms are still wide apart. You think of turning your breastbone. Stabilize your pelvis. Stay while you inhale. And then as you exhale, wrap the right hand behind the back. Place your left hand down flat on the floor or the block and take 2 breaths. I want you to feel like you're standing on your feet and your hand. We know that a tripod is a really stable shape, so think of this as a tripod. After your 2 breaths, come up to the top. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the arms down. Feel your hands touch the outsides of the thighs. Last repetition. Inhale, arms float wide. Keep your feet grounded and your pelvis still as you turn just a little bit to the left. We'll stay and take a gentle inhale. Notice your right foot and bend down as you exhale. Left palm straight down. Right palm straight down, left hand behind the back. 3 breaths in the twist. Like you're standing on your feet and your right arm. After 3 breaths, up with the inhale. Small twist to the right. Stay and inhale here. Exhale, the right hand comes behind the back. Left hand down to the floor or the prop. 3 breaths here. After the 3 breaths, inhale to the top. And exhale, slowly bring the arms down to the sides. Feel your hands on the outsides of the legs. Relax your breathing. Take a moment to step the feet back together. Find samastiti for a moment here. Connecting back down through the soles of the feet. Feel the 3 points. And then feel the body stable but not stiff. relaxed, but not collapsed. Gather your attention inside your body. So the concentration is on what's happening here and now. Now we're going to go into a wide-legged forward bend. If it works for you to have your hands behind your back and holding onto your elbows like this, then we'll do that. If that doesn't work for you, you could just have your hands down on your sacrum, or you could interlace your hands here, or if none of that feels good, your hands can just rest on the backs of the legs as we go into the forward bend. So let's take a nice wide stance. Bring the hands behind you, if that works, and grab a hold of your elbows. That'll have your forearms pressing into your lumbar. And if you need your arms down lower, feel free to do that. And you can also just touch the back of the thighs. We're going to move down into the forward bend and stay for 6 breaths. So please be aware of your feet. Balanced front and back and side to side, and maintain that. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, draw the navel to the spine and fold down into the forward bend. Relax the neck and shoulders. Feel your head heavy. Fix your gaze behind you. Stay as you inhale. And stay as you exhale. We're going to do 5 more breaths on your own, please. When you're done with the 6 breaths, use your inhale to lift yourself slowly back up. Then as you exhale, release the arms and let them rest on the outsides of the thighs. And then relax the breath. Come to the back of the mat in Samastiti. Let the breath breathe itself. Take a moment to attend to the floor under the feet. Feel the sense of stillness and steadiness in the body. Standing still with the breath moving at its own pace. Moving now into Ardha Utkatasana, the half squat. We're going to go down into the half squat and stay for a breath. We're going to have the hands on the knees, and we're going to gradually, depending on your body, see if we can get those forearms down on the thighs or close to them. Keeping your gaze steady. Inhale, arms come forward and up. With the exhale, draw your navel and bend your knees and place your hands over the front of the knees like you're cupping your kneecaps. Feel your arms along your thighs. Take a breath here. As you exhale, you can draw your forehead closer to your knees. You're really curling into a little ball. Then inhale, feel the floor underneath you as you raise your upper body, straighten your legs. And then exhale, bring your arms down slowly. Remember, you have your whole long exhale to bring the arms down. 5 more like that. Inhale, arms forward and up. As you exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Cup your hands over your kneecaps. Drop your elbows down to your thighs or as close as they will go. And stay for a breath. Feel your feet. Inhale, float the arms, open the chest, and stand straight up. And bring your arms down very slowly. Long, smooth exhale. 3rd repetition. Inhale, arms forward and up. Hug the belly into the spine. Fold down. Cup your hands over your kneecaps. Your elbows down towards your thighs and curl into a little ball. Stay here for a breath. As you exhale, you can pull your belly in and maybe bring your forehead a little closer to your knees. Feel the floor as you inhale. Lift up to the top. And exhale, bring the arms down slowly. We have 3 more repetitions. Your heart's probably starting to beat. Keep those exhales long and smooth. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Exhale and fold down. Keep feeling your floor for the strength of your legs. Take a slow inhale. And then even a slower exhale. With your inhale, float up to the top. Make this exhale slow, long, extended. 2 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, half squat, bend down, cup the knees. Elbows towards the thighs or on the thighs. Stay for a breath. Lift as you inhale. Arms down slowly, extend the exhale. Please do that one more time on your own. Then with as little readjusting as possible, relax and let the breath breathe itself. Keep the gaze steady. Keep the attention inside the body. The need for novelty, I think, is fed by our lack of attention to what's actually happening. If you sit still and notice what's happening in the moment, there is way enough to keep you interested and even awestruck. The fact that your heart is beating, that there's blood circulating around the body, that there are so many tasks that your body is capable of without your even having to be aware, certainly without you having to be in charge. Just that's a place to start. So we don't have to go out and find out what the next new product or hit song or series or whatever. Keep the attention in, be fascinated here, and you don't have to be so dispersed. All right, we'll do a little vinyasa with a Virabhadrasana and Parsvottanasana variation. So we want to keep the hips steady and be really mindful of that. I mentioned the Sita Vata is down in this area, so you want to keep your sacrum and your pelvis still as you pivot your right leg out just a little bit. Make sure that your navel hasn't turned, just your thigh. And then step your left foot forward. Once you have that stance, and feel free to take your left foot a little bit wider, I want you to feel that you have a good steady stance on the legs, and then you're going to touch the outsides of the thighs with your hands. Well, here you are. Notice where you are in space. Feel the stability of your structure. Notice the stability of your attention. Keep those feet anchored into the floor. Take a moment to be aware, especially of the right heel. And use a slow inhale to raise the arms just up to shoulder height as you bend your left knee. Turn your palms up, so it should be a soft gesture. Then as you exhale, I'm going to bring the hands down onto the left knee. Again, cup the kneecap and bring your elbows close to your thigh. Keep your knee bent, stay here and take a breath. Then keep the knee bent and float up to the top. With your exhale, we'll straighten the leg, lower the arms down slowly to touch the outsides of the thighs. You have your whole exhale to do that. Move slowly. Again, inhale, float the arms. Keep the motion soft and smooth as you bend your left knee, stable through your feet, and exhale, fold down. Hands coming to cup the kneecap, elbows close to the leg or on the leg, forehead coming towards the knee. Stay for 2 breaths this time. Stay rooted in your right heel. When you're done with 2 breaths, you keep your front leg bent, float the arms wide, lift the upper body. And then slowly exhale to straighten the left leg. Bring your hands to the outsides of the thighs. Just 1 more repetition. Steady on the feet. Inhale, float the arms wide as you bend the front knee. Long, smooth exhale to bend down. Cupping the kneecap, bringing your arms close to your leg and your forehead close to your knee. 3 breaths here. Back leg is straight, right heel is anchored. Keep your shoulders soft. Then keeping the knee bent, inhale to lift back up. And with the exhale, lower the arms, straighten the leg, touch the hands to the outsides of the thighs. Relax the breath. As you're ready, bring your left foot back to meet the right. Adjust the feet into Samastiti. Feel the feet rooting down into the floor. Follow the flow of the relaxed breath. Feel the sense of the body standing still, but not rigid. Let's do the other side. Place the hands on the hips. Feel the feet against the floor. Root down through your left heel. Keep the pelvis still. Pivot your left foot out just a little bit. You're still on that left heel. And then with your belly button facing forward, I'm going to step the right foot forward. Feel a steady stance. Bring your right foot a little wider if that's helpful. Settle into the position with the hands touching the outsides of the thighs. And then inhale. Float the arms, bend the knee. Keep the movement slow, smooth, and soft. With your exhale, we're going to fold down. Place the hands on the right knee. Bring your elbows close to the leg, your forehead close to your knee. Stay for a breath. Keep your knee bent. Inhale and lift up. And then with the exhale, arms down. Front leg straight. Touch the hands to the outsides of the thighs. Again, with the inhale, float the arms wide and bend the front knee. Feel your feet. Exhale and fold down. Stay straight in the back leg and rooted through your back heel. Hands to the kneecap, elbows close to the leg. Stay for 2 breaths. Gradually drawing your forehead closer to your knee. Leg stays bent. Right leg is bent. Left leg is straight. After 2 breaths, your leg will stay bent as you float up. And then with the exhale, arms down and legs straight. Reconnect with your feet. Make sure your belly button's straight forward. Last time, inhale, float the arms, bend the front knee. Feel your left heel anchoring down and keep it anchored as you exhale and fold forward. Your right knee is still bent. Left leg is straight. Fix your gaze. Take 3 breaths. So you can look behind you, or if you need to, you can look straight down. Try not to look in front of you though. After 3 breaths, keep the front leg bent. Bring yourself up again. And then with the exhale, arms down. Both legs straight. Hands touch the outer thighs. And relax the breath. With as little fussing and moving around as possible, step the right foot back to join the left. Settle back into your Samastiti. So hopefully we can come to a place where this Samastiti is very comfortable, but also very steady. So we're fully alert, fully embodying the body and being present to that, but without any tightness or holding. We're moving down towards the floor. We're going to take a couple breaths with the toe stretch, and then we're going to move into a vinyasa with downward dog and child's pose. If you know that your forehead doesn't touch the floor in child's pose, get your block or a blanket or a pillow ready, and we're going to put that in front of you in just a moment. But first we're going to sit down on the heels with the toes tucked and take 3 slow breaths. Relax the upper body. The more intense this is for you, the more you want to relax above the body, in the upper part of the body. Or the more consciously you need to do that. Okay, if you don't know, if you need a prop, we're going to put the toes behind you. Just take child's pose for a moment. If your head doesn't go down to the floor, then you want something underneath your forehead, because we want to have the forehead touching some surface. And then we're going to come onto all fours. So if you're a prop, it's going to be down on the floor underneath you. Alternating between child's pose and downward facing dog. Feel your hands, your feet, your knees against the floor as you inhale. As you exhale, tuck your tail under, pull your belly and bend your elbows and move your hips back to your heels. Forehead on the floor or on your prop, and take one slow breath. And with the inhale, rise up onto all fours. Feel your hands, your knees, your feet against the floor. Then tuck your toes and push to downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent if you want to. Feel those hands really well against the floor. Stay for one breath. Reach your sit bones towards the ceiling. Whether your knees are bent or straight, you can still reach your sit bones up and push the floor away. Then use your inhale. Bring your knees slowly down to the floor. And as you exhale, tuck your tail under, bend your elbows, belly to spine, move your hips back to your heels. Go to child's pose, forehead touching the floor or your prop. 2 breaths. Feel how many points are touching the floor. Melt into that stability. And then we use an inhale to rise up onto all fours. And with the exhale, tuck the toes, push the floor away with the hands, raise the sit bones towards the ceiling. 2 breaths here. So I want to feel the hands well against the floor, the sit bones reaching towards the ceiling. Whatever part of your feet are against the floor, notice the floor under your feet. After 2 breaths, we slowly bring the knees down. And exhale back to child's pose, this time for 3 breaths. Head supported, so you have lots of contact with the floor. 3 slow breaths. After your 3 breaths, inhale to all fours. And exhale back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here as well. After the 3 breaths, inhale the knees to the floor. And we'll go briefly to child's pose with a relaxed breath. As you're ready, turn over onto your back. Rest on the back with the knees bent. Take a moment to let the body settle down into the support of the floor. I want to feel the soles of the feet against the floor, the back of the sacrum against the floor, the back ribs, shoulder blades, shoulders, quite a bit of the arms, the back of the hands, back of the head. Each one of those points is a point of stability. We're going to bring the hands in closer towards the body and prepare for Dvipada. Pelvic lift. For this one, please nothing behind the back of the head. Feel your feet on the floor. Try not to go into the outside side of the foot, and try not to let your knees go wide. Want to keep a nice alignment. Hips, knees, ankles. 1, 2, then 3 breaths. If it's possible, close your eyes. As you inhale, raise your hips and stretch up and back with the arms. Feel yourself standing evenly on both feet. We'll stay and exhale here. Feel your belly pull in. And stay and inhale. Then as you exhale, bring your hips and your arms down slowly. Take your whole exhale. Make the breath smooth and the movement smooth. And we're going back up for 2. Inhale, raise the hips and stretch up and back. Stay even on your feet. Use your inner thighs. Stay and exhale. Pull the belly towards the spine. Stay and inhale. Feel your chest gently open, the back of the neck stretch. Stay again for your exhale. You're using the backs of the thighs. You're using your buttocks. And stay while you inhale. And then go down slowly and smoothly. We have 1 more repetition. Steady under the feet as you inhale to raise the hips and stretch up and back. Stay for 3 breaths. Then use an exhale to go down slowly. And settle for a moment, relax the breath. Feel the sense of heaviness at the back of the pelvis. I'm going to keep that as we go out, do our leg lifts. If your neck is not comfortable, or if you feel like your chin is really jutting back, if you find yourself looking towards the wall behind you, get a little support underneath the head. We'll bring the right knee into the chest and interlace the fingers behind the back of the thigh. Go ahead and give yourself a little stretch here. Let your lower back go straight, flat onto the mat for a moment. And then feel the back of the pelvis. You might need to back your knee away from your chest just a little bit to get really well rooted through that pelvis. Keep that down. Inhale and straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. But don't let your pelvis come way up. And stay for 1 breath. Your shoulders dropped, your hands interlaced behind the back of the leg, giving yourself support, the stretch. And then as you exhale, bend the knee. You can pull the thigh in towards the belly to flatten the back a little bit. Then again with your inhale, straighten the right leg up. Support the back of the leg with your interlaced fingers. Drop your shoulders down. Take 2 breaths. Yes, it's a big stretch for your hamstring, but keep that sacrum down. After 2 breaths, exhale to bend the knee. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Keep really even on your pelvis. Having that left foot on the floor should help. Last time. Inhale, extend the right leg up. Stay balanced in the pelvis. Take 3 breaths here. See if your shoulders can drop down towards the floor. Once you're done with 3 breaths, exhale to bend the knee. We're going to bring the hands into the front of the knee and inhale, straighten the left leg out. With the exhale, pull your right knee towards the floor on the right. on the left. Just as your right hand drops down quite a bit below shoulder height. And we're going to take 6 breaths. If your knee's not touching the floor, I'd like you to get your prop and put it underneath your knee. Same thing, if it's not comfortable to have your arm, prop up your arm. 6 breaths here. After the 6 breaths, as you inhale, you can come onto the back. And then as you exhale, slide your left heel in and bring both knees into the chest. Gently touch the knees and pull them gently towards the chest. Soften your shoulders. Now let's interlace the fingers over the legs. That's going to give you a little bit more deeply into the back, or the back stretch if you can. Sink your shoulders down. And let's place the right foot down on the floor. We're keeping the knee bent so you can feel the sole of the right foot against the floor. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Feel the back of your pelvis down. Keep it nicely down and balance side to side. And inhale, extend the left leg up to the ceiling. You're supporting the back of the leg with those hands and stay for a breath. Try to release any tension in the neck and shoulders. Then exhale to bend the knee. And if you like, you can pull in a little bit so your back goes a bit flatter, just to stretch it out. And make sure your sacrum is rooted as your foundation. And inhale, extend the leg up again. 2 breaths with the left leg extended to the ceiling, right foot grounded into the floor. After 2 breaths, exhale to bend the knee. Last time. Inhale, extend the left leg straight up. And stay for 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, you'll exhale to bend the left knee. Place your hands over the front of the knee, pull it in towards the chest. And inhale, straighten the right leg out along the floor. As you exhale, you're going to bring the left knee over towards the floor on the right. And you can use a prop here if you like underneath your knee. So you've got something solid there. Or a prop under your left arm. And stay for 6 breaths. Once you're done with your 6 breaths, inhale, roll onto your back. As you exhale, slide that right foot in and bring both knees into the chest. And then we're going to interlace the fingers over the front of the thighs and feel that lower back press to the floor for 3 breaths. Relax your shoulders. And then let's take Apanasana 6 times. Cup your hands over the top of the knees. Now you're going to separate the legs and the feet a little bit so they're not touching. Soften the hands, relax your shoulders, soften your face. With your inhale, let the knees float out a little away from the chest. And then with the exhale, gently pull them into the stretch of the back, hugging them in. But stay as soft as you can in your shoulders and your jaw, your face, your feet. Inhale, float the knees away from the chest just a little bit. And pull in with the exhale. Again, inhale, breathe through the chest and then to the belly. And exhale, pull the belly in and soften the upper body. Relax your feet. Do 3 more on your own, please. And as you're ready, the feet go to the floor, where we'll pause for a moment, feeling the contact of the feet and the floor, allowing the upper body to relax. Feel all of the points of contact with the floor here. Relax into each of those points of stability. Then we'll extend the legs all the way out. Move into final relaxation. Please make yourself comfortable so that you can really release here. Support under the head or behind the backs of the knees if you need to. Feel free to cover up and get yourself warm. Vata is cold, so stay warm. Another nice thing to do if you're feeling a little jumpy or not able to settle, you can take a folded blanket or cushion and place it on your belly, and it will help to settle you down. By the way, if you're sleeping or not sleeping well, you can put some heavy blankets on you. That will also help. So make yourself comfortable, make yourself warm, support yourself with props or put a folded blanket on your belly. And we'll find a position, hopefully, where you can remain nice and still and settled for the entire rest time. And once you have yourself set up for the relaxation, start at the feet and notice all your points of support. Notice where you're touching the floor under your feet, under which parts of your legs you have contact. Let the weight of the legs drop down into gravity and soften. Feel the contact that you have around the pelvic girdle, the sacrum settling in, some of the back of the pelvis, the buttocks. Relax down into those supports. Soften the belly and then continue to feel the back. Notice where you're touching the floor along the spine. Each point of contact is a point of support. Drop into the support. Feel your shoulder blades. Broaden them out a little bit more if that's helpful. Relax the shoulders. Soften your arms. Feel the arms being held up by the floor. Relax the arms as much as possible. All the way down to your hands. Soften your hands. You'll probably find that your fingers are curled in a little bit. Let that be. Draw the attention back up to the upper spine. Relax behind the back of the neck. Feel the point of contact behind the back of the head. Relax all the muscles of the head, the scalp, the facial muscles, the point between the eyebrows, the very top of the head. Relax into gravity's pull. Be settled here. Be aware here. Continue to allow the breath to breathe itself. And place the attention on the body relaxing, the breath breathing. This is what's happening in this place at this time. more into the body. Continue to feel yourself being held up by the stability of the floor. Releasing more and more internal tension. Body completely relaxed and supported. This is Sthira Sukha. Feel your breath. Very gently lengthen the breath a little bit. Let the exhale be long and complete. Feel the inhale fill you up. The exhale empty you out. And gently begin to bring a little bit of movement. Make it small, slow. Move your fingers a little bit. And your toes. And then move slowly into a stretch. Taking the arms up overhead. Lengthening the body. Use an exhale to gently press your whole back down into the floor. And then simply soften with the inhale. And slowly bend your knees and roll to your right side. And from there, push your left fingertips on the floor. Push yourself up into a seated position. Move slowly as you establish an upright, stable position. Use the support of a chair or your cushion or your block or blanket. Once you're seated, feel the sit bones rooting down. If you're on the chair, don't back up to it. Sit forward so your feet are flat on the floor. Place your hands against your thighs. Feel your sit bones, whether you're in the chair or on the cushion. We want the spine lifted and the shoulders relaxed, the face soft. Then close the nose, or close the lips and breathe through the nose. As you inhale, breathe down your spine. Feel your attention come down into your sit bones. As you exhale, gather the pelvic floor gently and feel your attention move upwards from the sit bones towards the top of the head. Now we're going to do some mental Nadi Shodhana. Inhale, imagine the breath coming in the left side, moving all the way down to your left sit bone. Exhale from your right sit bone up to your right nostril. Stay on the right side. Inhale. Imagine the breath coming in the right nostril and moving down towards the right sit bone. And then move up and out from the left sit bone to the left nostril. Stay there. Inhale, left nostril to left sit bone. Exhale, right sit bone to right nostril. Inhale there, right side all the way down to the sit bone. And exhale up the left side. Stay and inhale down the left. And exhale up the right. Inhale down the right. And exhale up the left. Again, inhale down the left. And exhale up the right. Inhale down the right. And exhale up the left. And relax the attention to the particular nostril. Inhale, feel your breath move down your spine. Notice your sit bones. Exhale, gather the pelvic floor and breathe up from the sit bones all the way to the crown of the head. Pause briefly, relax the shoulders. And then relax your breathing. Keep the eyes closed, the attention in, sitting still. Settle into gravity without sinking. Still feel that the spine is lifted and open. We'll take just about a minute here being quiet, noticing the here and the now. Notice the seat that you're sitting on. Observe whatever part of your feet or legs are touching the floor. Bring that sense of stability towards the pelvis. And then draw the attention slowly up your spine. Soften the shoulders, the throat, the face. Let the attention mount all the way to the very top of the head. Take a moment there. We'll slowly bring the hands together. Feel the rim of the palms touching. Bring the base of the thumbs to the base of the sternum. And then slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much. So I will be curious to hear how you will like repeating the same sequence and what the effect is like for you. Okay, have a beautiful week. I'll see you soon. Thanks.